It's in your room. Remove it fast because a woman is. My beloved child, don't look away, don't skip, because what you're about to hear is not random, not coincidence, and not meant for everyone. It's meant for you. There is something in your room, quietly present, blending into your normal routine so perfectly that your eyes pass over it every day without stopping. But right now, as these words reach you, that presence has shifted. Stay till the end, because every second you stay, another layer peels back. You've felt it before, those brief moments when the air feels heavier, when your thoughts suddenly pause, when you feel watched without fear, just awareness. This is not about panic. This is about recognition. Something huge is waiting for you, and the reason it hasn't been revealed yet is because you weren't ready to see it clearly. Tonight, clarity is closer than ever. Listen carefully and don't skip. Because this is where the title connects to your life. That object in your room is not there by accident. It wasn't placed randomly, and it's not meaningless decor or forgotten clutter. It holds attention, intention, and memory. A woman is connected to it, not by harm, not by control, but by unresolved emotion and unspoken truth. She has been thinking about you longer than you realize, replaying moments you may have already moved past. Every time your mind drifts without reason, every time you feel a sudden pull to reorganize or clean that space, it's because your intuition is trying to guide you. Stay till the end, because you're not being asked to fear this, you're being asked to remove what no longer belongs so what does belong can finally arrive. This is once-in-a-lifetime awareness, the kind most people miss because they scroll away too fast. So pause here with me and don't skip. Breathe. Let this settle. That woman's connection is fading, not because she vanished, but because you are changing. What's in your room is a symbol, a reminder of an old version of you that once accepted half-answers and quiet compromises. Something huge is waiting for you, but it needs space, physical space, emotional space, energetic space. When you remove what doesn't align anymore, you're not losing anything, you're unlocking momentum. Stay with this message till the end of the series, because this is only the beginning. The truth hasn't been erased. It has been waiting. My beloved child, don't skip now, stay till the end, because this is where the silence finally starts speaking. What's in your room didn't arrive loudly. It came quietly, wrapped in normal days, ordinary moments, and habits you stopped questioning. That's why it stayed invisible for so long. But right now, as you hear this, something inside you already knows exactly where your attention is drifting. That subtle pull is not imagination. It's recognition. A woman's emotions are tied to that object, not obsession, not control, just unfinished meaning. She never said everything she wanted to say, and you never heard everything you needed to hear. Don't skip, because once you understand this, the confusion you've been carrying begins to loosen its grip. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with awareness, not action. Stay with me, stay till the end, because here's the surprising truth most people never realize. The object isn't powerful on its own. You are. The reason it matters is because it reflects a moment when you accepted less clarity than you deserved. That woman sensed your depth, your future, your quiet strength, and instead of stepping forward fully, she paused. Energy paused with her. That pause followed you home, settling into your room, disguising itself as something harmless. This is once-in-a-lifetime understanding. When you remove symbols of hesitation, momentum rushes back in. Don't skip this part. If this message is helping you see clearly, take a second to share this video with someone who needs clarity too. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and leave your thoughts in the comments, not because you have to, but because naming awareness gives it strength. Something huge is waiting for you, and clarity grows when it's acknowledged. Now listen closely and don't skip, because the connection between the title and your life becomes undeniable here. You are not being warned, you are being prepared. The woman's emotional link is already dissolving, not in sadness, but in acceptance. She feels it too. That's why you may suddenly feel lighter, more decisive, more ready to change small things in your space. Stay till the end, because removing what no longer reflects who you are makes room for what truly matches you. Something new is aligning, peace, direction, and recognition from places you didn't expect. Something huge is waiting for you, and this time, it won't need to hide in your room to be noticed. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is the moment where understanding turns into certainty. By now, you may feel a quiet shift, like something unseen has finally decided to step into the light. That's because what's in your room has begun to lose its hold the instant you acknowledged it. Awareness weakens old attachments. You didn't need to touch it yet, didn't need to move anything, just seeing it for what it truly represents has already changed the balance. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to honesty, not force. This is why your mind feels clearer right now, even if you can't explain it. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here's the surprising part no one talks about. The woman connected to that object never meant to linger in your life as a shadow. Her presence stayed because there was respect mixed with uncertainty. She sensed your growth before you did, and instead of stepping into alignment, she stepped back, leaving behind a quiet echo. That echo followed you home, not to disturb you, but to remind you of what you were becoming. Stay till the end, because this is once-in-a-lifetime clarity. Some connections end not because they fail, but because they complete their lesson. And completion doesn't come with noise, it comes with calm. Now pause with me and don't skip, because this is where the future leans closer. When you finally remove what no longer reflects you, the space won't feel empty, it will feel open. Opportunity needs openness. Peace needs openness. Recognition needs openness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's not tied to the past or to unresolved emotion. It's tied to who you are right now, in this moment of awareness. Stay with this message till the end of the journey, because what comes next will not hide in your room, it will walk directly into your life, clearly, confidently, and without confusion. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end. Because this part carries the shift you've been quietly waiting for. What's in your room is no longer just a symbol, it has reached its final moment of relevance. You may notice your thoughts becoming sharper, your patience thinner for things that no longer match your direction. That's not restlessness, that's alignment activating. Something huge is waiting for you, and it always arrives right after you outgrow what once felt familiar. This is why even small changes in your space now feel meaningful. You're not cleaning, you're closing a chapter. Listen closely and don't skip, because here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. The woman connected to that object has already felt the release before you did. Without words, without messages, without closure conversations, the bond loosened naturally. That's how you know it was real, but temporary. She isn't pulling you anymore, and you aren't holding on. That balance is rare. Stay till the end, because if this message is resonating, take a moment to share this video with someone who feels stuck between past and future. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and leave a comment sharing what you're realizing, not for validation, but because awareness multiplies when expressed. Something huge is waiting for you, and clarity grows stronger when acknowledged. Now take this in and don't skip, because the title completes itself here. Removing what's in your room isn't about loss, it's about permission. Permission for progress. Permission for calm confidence. Permission for something new to finally enter without resistance. Stay till the end, because what's approaching you doesn't need reminders or symbols, it will arrive clearly, directly, and unmistakably. Something huge is waiting for you, and this time, it won't sit quietly in the background. It will stand in front of you, undeniable, and perfectly timed. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because now the quiet confirmation arrives. You may notice a calm certainty settling in, the kind that doesn't rush or shout. That's how you know this is real. The moment you decide to remove what no longer belongs, the room responds, not with emptiness, but with relief. Your breath feels easier. Your thoughts feel cleaner. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes readiness the instant it appears. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about allowing who you've already become to finally take the lead. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here's the surprising truth that locks everything into place. The woman connected to that object has already turned her attention elsewhere, not away from you in disrespect, but toward her own path. That's why the pull feels weaker now. Completion has a signature feeling, neutrality mixed with gratitude. Stay till the end, because this understanding frees you from second-guessing. You didn't miss anything. You didn't delay anything. You arrived exactly on time. And when timing aligns, life stops testing and starts offering. So remain here with me and don't skip, because this is the threshold moment. Once the space is cleared, you won't need signs anymore. Clarity will speak plainly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's approaching without confusion, without mixed signals, without hesitation. Stay till the end of this journey, because what enters next will not ask you to wonder, it will make you know. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where assurance replaces doubt. You may feel a steady confidence rising, not excitement, not anxiety, just a grounded knowing. That's the signal you've been waiting for. When something has served its purpose, it doesn't argue to stay. It becomes quiet. That's exactly what's happening now. The room feels lighter because it's aligning with who you are today, not who you were before. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to readiness, not rushing. Listen closely and don't skip, because the meaning sharpens here. What you sensed as hesitation was actually preparation. The woman connected to that object is no longer part of the equation you're solving, she was part of the lesson that trained your discernment. That's why there's no emotional noise left, only clarity. Stay till the end, because clarity is rare and precious. When it arrives, it doesn't demand proof, it offers peace. This is the moment you stop replaying old thoughts and start noticing new possibilities forming quietly around you. Now stay with me and don't skip, because the next phase begins without announcement. When you create space, life fills it, naturally, accurately, and without confusion. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's approaching with steadiness, not drama. Stay till the end of this path, because what's coming will feel familiar in the best way, like something that always belonged to you, finally finding its way home. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because now the shift becomes visible, even if only to you. You may notice your attention drifting toward the future instead of circling the past, and that's not accidental. That's alignment in motion. The room you're in no longer holds weight, it holds space. And space is powerful. Something huge is waiting for you, and it moves faster the moment you stop looking backward. Listen carefully and don't skip, because this is the quiet revelation. What once felt like attachment was actually a bridge, and bridges are not meant to be lived on. The woman connected to that object served as a crossing point in your journey, important, meaningful, but temporary. There is no loss in crossing fully. Stay till the end, because this understanding dissolves the last trace of hesitation. When you no longer wonder why something ended, you become ready for what begins. So remain here and don't skip, because the energy around you is reorganizing. Opportunities align when you do. Something huge is waiting for you, and it doesn't come with confusion or delay. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what arrives next will meet you at eye level, clear, honest, and exactly matched to the person you are now. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this part carries depth, not noise. You've reached a stage where things don't need to announce themselves loudly to feel important. Notice how your reactions are changing. You're less pulled by confusion, less affected by mixed signals, and more drawn toward clarity. That's not coincidence, that's growth becoming visible. The room around you feels different now, not because it changed, but because you did. Something huge is waiting for you, and it only shows itself when you're calm enough to recognize it without fear or urgency. Listen closely and don't skip, because this is the truth that reshapes everything. What stayed in your room for so long stayed because it mirrored an unfinished inner conversation. Not regret. Not longing. Just understanding that hadn't fully arrived yet. The woman connected to it was never meant to follow you forward, she was meant to reflect something back to you, your value, your depth, your ability to move on without bitterness. Stay till the end, because this realization changes how you carry yourself. You stop questioning timing. You stop replaying conversations. You stop needing explanations. And when that happens, life starts responding faster, cleaner, and with less resistance. Now remain here and don't skip, because the future is closer than it appears. When space opens, alignment rushes in, not all at once, but steadily, confidently. Something huge is waiting for you, and it doesn't arrive to test you. It arrives to meet you. Stay till the end of this journey, because what comes next won't feel uncertain or overwhelming. It will feel right. Quietly right. And that's how you'll know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where meaning settles into certainty. You may feel a steady rhythm returning to your thoughts, like everything is finally moving in one direction instead of pulling you apart. That's alignment becoming practical. The room you're in is no longer charged with old questions, it's turning into a place of intention. Something huge is waiting for you, and it prefers calm readiness over restless searching. Notice how you're no longer chasing answers, you're recognizing them as they arrive. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here's the deeper realization. When something stays with you longer than expected, it's not to trap you, it's to train your discernment. The woman connected to that object reflected a moment when you learned to pause, observe, and choose wisely. That lesson is complete now. Stay till the end, because completion doesn't feel dramatic, it feels clean. You begin to trust your instincts without second-guessing. You begin to choose clarity without explaining yourself. And that shift quietly unlocks doors you didn't even know were waiting. Now remain with me and don't skip, because momentum is building gently but surely. The space you've created is already being noticed by what's meant to enter next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it won't arrive with confusion or delay. It will meet you where you stand, clear, steady, and aligned with the person you are now. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what comes next won't ask you to wonder. It will simply fit. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where calm transforms into confidence. You may notice a new steadiness in how you move, think, and decide. Small choices feel easier now. Doubt no longer lingers the way it used to. That's not because questions disappeared, it's because you finally trust your answers. The room around you reflects that shift. It's no longer a place that holds echoes, it's becoming a place that supports direction. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to certainty more than effort. When certainty arrives, life stops testing patience and starts offering alignment. Listen carefully and don't skip, because this is the insight that seals everything. The past didn't cling to you, you outgrew it. The woman connected to that object played her role by helping you recognize what balance feels like when it's real. That recognition stays with you even after the symbol fades. Stay till the end, because this is once-in-a-lifetime clarity. You can appreciate what was without needing it to continue. Gratitude replaces attachment. Understanding replaces confusion. And when that happens, your energy becomes clean, undivided, focused, and ready. Now remain here and don't skip, because what approaches next moves with quiet confidence. You won't need signs or reminders. You'll feel it in how naturally things align, how conversations flow, how opportunities appear without pressure. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's coming because you made space without fear. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what arrives will feel unmistakably right, steady, clear, and perfectly matched to who you are now. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because now the awareness becomes deeply personal. You may notice that your inner dialogue has softened. You're no longer arguing with yourself, no longer replaying choices late at night. That silence isn't emptiness. It's resolution. The room you sit in now feels neutral, almost supportive, like it's no longer holding anything against you. That's a sign of completion. Something huge is waiting for you, and it approaches when inner conflict dissolves. This is the stage where patience turns into quiet power, where you no longer need urgency to feel progress. Listen closely and don't skip, because here's the deeper layer most people never reach. The woman connected to that object was never meant to stay attached to your future. She was meant to awaken your awareness of emotional balance. Through her presence, you learned what it feels like when energy pauses, when something is meaningful but not aligned. That lesson refined your perception. Stay till the end, because refined perception changes everything. You begin to sense truth faster. You begin to feel alignment before logic catches up. And that ability quietly separates you from confusion without effort. Now remain with me and don't skip, because the next movement is already forming. The space you've cleared is attracting something stable, something intentional, something that doesn't need symbols or reminders. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's coming in a way that feels natural, not dramatic. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what enters your life next will not ask you to doubt. It will confirm, gently and unmistakably, that you are exactly where you're meant to be. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this part reveals the calm strength you didn't know you were carrying. You may notice that your days feel smoother, not because everything is perfect, but because you're no longer fighting the flow. The room around you feels settled now, like it's finally aligned with your pace. That's the sign of inner order. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes inner order instantly. When your thoughts stop competing with each other, your path becomes visible without effort. This is not luck, it's readiness showing itself quietly. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here's the subtle truth. What once felt uncertain taught you how to trust your timing. The woman connected to that object played a role in sharpening your awareness, nothing more, nothing less. There is no unfinished business left behind. Stay till the end, because this understanding frees you from overthinking. You begin to move forward without explaining yourself, without waiting for permission, without carrying emotional weight that doesn't belong to you anymore. That freedom changes how others respond to you. Calm confidence speaks louder than intention. Now remain here and don't skip, because momentum is stabilizing. The space you've created is becoming an invitation. Not for chaos, not for confusion, but for something grounded and clear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives when your life feels steady enough to receive it fully. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what comes next won't interrupt your peace, it will match it. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because now you are standing at a point most people never consciously reach. You may notice that your emotions feel organized, not controlled, but understood. You react less and observe more. That's not distance, that's mastery. The room around you now feels like a neutral ground, a place where nothing pulls at you anymore. This is important. Something huge is waiting for you, and it only approaches when your inner world becomes steady enough to hold it without distortion. You're not rushing anymore, and you're not waiting either. You're simply ready. Listen carefully and don't skip, because this is where the deeper realization lands. The woman connected to that object was part of a cycle that trained your emotional intelligence. Through her presence, you learned how to sense imbalance without drama, how to walk away without resentment, and how to keep your dignity intact even when answers were incomplete. Stay till the end, because that skill is rare. It reshapes your future interactions. You will no longer be drawn to uncertainty disguised as excitement. You will no longer confuse intensity with alignment. Your standards have quietly risen, and life has noticed. Now stay here and don't skip, because this is where anticipation turns calm instead of anxious. The space you've cleared is not empty, it's receptive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's moving toward you with clarity, not confusion. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what enters next will feel balanced, respectful, and unmistakably aligned with who you are now. It won't demand effort to understand. It will simply make sense. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where everything you sensed quietly becomes undeniable. You may notice that your energy feels settled, not heavy, not restless, just clear. Decisions no longer feel like battles, they feel like confirmations. The room you're in mirrors that change. It's no longer a place that holds memories asking for attention. It's becoming a place that supports intention. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds when your inner world stops negotiating with the past and starts cooperating with the present. Listen closely and don't skip, because this is the realization that deepens your confidence. The connection you've been understanding piece by piece was never meant to follow you forward, it was meant to refine how you move forward. The woman connected to that object helps shape your discernment without needing to stay part of your future. That's why there's no emotional noise now. Stay till the end, because silence after understanding is not loss, it's clarity. You're no longer trying to prove anything to yourself or anyone else. You simply know what fits and what doesn't. Now remain here and don't skip, because alignment is no longer approaching, it's settling. The space you've cleared is stable enough to hold what comes next without shaking. Something huge is waiting for you, and it won't arrive to test your patience or challenge your peace. It will arrive to match it. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what steps into your life next will feel natural, respectful, and unmistakably right, like something that was always meant to meet you at this exact moment. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where calm turns into quiet certainty. You may notice that your mind no longer wanders toward, what if, the way it once did. Instead, it stays grounded in, what is. That shift matters more than you realize. The room around you now feels settled, almost cooperative, as if it's finally aligned with your pace instead of holding you back. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes this steadiness instantly. When you stop questioning your readiness, readiness reveals itself. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here is the deeper truth. Everything you experienced before was preparing you to recognize balance without needing reassurance. The woman connected to that object helps sharpen your awareness of what feels right versus what feels familiar. That lesson is complete. Stay till the end, because completion brings relief, not regret. You no longer feel the need to revisit old thoughts or replay conversations. Your energy has become selective, and that selectiveness is a form of respect, for yourself and for what comes next. Now stay with me and don't skip, because momentum is no longer building, it's stabilizing. Stability attracts what lasts. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's approaching with clarity, not confusion, with intention, not hesitation. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what enters your life next won't ask you to adjust yourself to fit it. It will arrive already aligned, already clear, and perfectly timed to meet the person you've become. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where everything settles into a quiet, undeniable truth. You may feel a deep calm now, the kind that doesn't fade when distractions appear. That calm means you are no longer reacting, you are choosing. The room around you feels almost neutral, as if it has released its role in your story and is ready to witness the next chapter instead. Something huge is waiting for you, and it waits for this exact state, when your heart is steady and your mind is no longer divided. This is not stillness born from exhaustion, this is stillness born from clarity. Listen closely and don't skip, because this is the layer most people never reach. You've learned how to let things end without forcing them to break. That's strength. The woman connected to that object was never meant to stay woven into your future, she was meant to help you understand when to hold on and when to let go without guilt. Stay till the end, because that understanding changes how life meets you. You stop attracting uncertainty. You stop entertaining mixed signals. You begin to draw in situations that respect your time, your energy, and your direction. This is where alignment becomes visible in everyday moments, not just in thoughts. Now remain here and don't skip, because what comes next is not dramatic, it's accurate. The space you've created is balanced, and balance attracts what lasts. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's moving toward you with steadiness and purpose. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what enters your life next will not disturb your peace, it will reinforce it. You'll recognize it instantly, not by excitement, but by the deep sense of this fits. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is where inner certainty becomes visible in the outer world. You may notice that your days feel more intentional now, as if time itself is cooperating with you instead of slipping away. Small moments feel meaningful again. Silence feels supportive, not awkward. The room around you no longer carries emotional residue. It feels like a neutral ground ready for something new to step in. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to this exact frequency. When your attention is present, your emotions are settled, and your direction is clear without needing to be explained. Listen carefully and don't skip, because here is the realization that completes the cycle. What once felt like attachment was actually education. You were being trained to recognize alignment before it arrives fully formed. The woman connected to that object helped refine your awareness of balance, timing, and emotional honesty. That lesson now lives inside you, not outside you. Stay till the end, because when lessons internalize, symbols naturally fade. You don't need reminders anymore. You don't need confirmation from the past. You carry the knowing with you, and that knowing quietly changes how life responds. Now remain here and don't skip, because the transition is already happening. The space you've created is not empty, it's receptive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's approaching without urgency, without confusion, and without conditions. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what arrives next will feel effortless to recognize. It won't demand adjustment or explanation. It will simply align with you, as if it always knew where to find you. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is the moment everything gently locks into place. You may feel a calm recognition, the kind that doesn't need proof or reassurance. It's the feeling of arrival without movement. The room around you now feels complete, not because something was added, but because something unnecessary was released. That release wasn't dramatic, and that's how you know it was right. Something huge is waiting for you, and it has been waiting for this exact version of you, steady, clear, and fully present. Listen closely and don't skip, because this is the final truth. Nothing followed you forward by accident. Every pause, every reflection, every quiet realization shaped your discernment. The woman connected to what once stayed in your room served her purpose by helping you recognize when energy has completed its work. There is no unfinished story here, only understanding. Stay till the end, because understanding brings peace that doesn't fade. You no longer need signs, symbols, or reminders. You trust yourself now, and that trust changes everything. Now remain here for one last breath and don't skip, because the future is no longer approaching, it's opening. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives without confusion, without delay, and without conditions. It fits because you fit it. Stay till the end of this moment, because what begins next will feel natural, aligned, and unmistakably yours.